Okay, I just want to say a few words here to wrap everything up. So we had a lot of talks today about some very interesting different domains, including display text layout, financial reports, table formatting, and presentation text emphasis. And also, there were quite a few different ways to approach these. So display text layout talk focused on actually generating alternatives. You can't choose the best alternative if you don't have a lot of alternatives to choose from. Financial reports focused on assisted, sort of guided voice um, enabled generation. Table formatting used a lot of traditional techniques, including things like computer vision to detect dropouts. And then we had the deep dive into presentation text emphasis and saw the way that different models could help in different ways here. We had three great talks. Aaron Hertzman about whether computers can create art, and my two big takeaways from that was that all of the questions we're looking at now were raised 150 years ago with photography about is it art? And also that anytime you change the technology behind the art, whether the invention of oil paint or the ability of photography forcing people to go to a less realistic style of art, anytime the art technology changes, the art itself changes. And we saw some interesting ways here where the earliest computer-generated art pretty clearly was trying to reproduce existing styles, but it's gone into new ways where the newest computer-generated art, you would never mistake it for, most of it for human-generated. Then a wonderful talk by Elizabeth Churchill on amplifying design creativity with AI and focusing on how there were different ways that a designer can work with AI. You can use the AI to augment them, to drive them sort of with a lot of automation, or really as a collaboration. And I think the big takeaway from that was we have to be careful when we let AI assist, when we let it happen and how much we let it happen, because it can really become counterproductive if you do it in the wrong way or too much. And then Gerard de Mello's great talk, don't need to summarize it, we just heard it. But I felt like the one thing big thing I took away from it is intersectionality, how using two different things, like the same emotion applied both to words and fonts, or both like fonts and colors applied to words, that using intersectionality can really amplify the effect. So finally, I'd like to thank people. I'd like to thank all of our speakers and presenters. A special thanks to Reza. He did so much work in putting this together. We couldn't possibly have done this without him. He deserves a big thank you. And of course, all of you for taking time out from your day to being with us. So thank you very much. And I think this is the end of the workshop.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. Yeah, great. Thank you, Reza.